welcome to what is actually the first ever Twitch stream on this Twitch channel. So I'd like to thank you so much for being here on this very special occasion. It's actually probably going to be a little bit more of an informal stream because obviously if I was at home, you know, I'd have a pre-stream and graphics and music and all sorts of cool stuff like that. But I am very obviously not at home, okay? Because we are coming to you live from the Pantheon Rise of the Fallen Community Meet and Greet at PAX East 2018. Say that 5 times fast. This is a very special event. I don't know any better way to kick off this Twitch channel. Everybody's just all having a good time. We're in Cambridge, Massachusetts today. It's been crazy. This has been chaos. Hopefully, I'll show you guys around. Hey, I see a lot of familiar names in chat. Hey, Dayhawk, Frogzor, Kidrich. Hey guys. Everybody's just all hanging out, having a good time. Let's see if I can give you a little bit of an idea of what we got going on here. So hopefully, even though you guys couldn't actually be here, hopefully being able to interact via Twitch makes it feel a little bit more like you actually are here. Because I see so many people just hanging out, having a good time, having drinks, talking about the game, getting to know each other, because that's what this is all about. You know, as VR always says, community matters. So I think one of my favorite things about these types of events is like putting a face to the name, you know. So when you're on like the forums or Discord or whatever, you might see a name over and over and over again, but it's far too easy, in my opinion, to like forget that there's actually a human being on the other side of the screen somewhere else in the world. So when you can actually meet them in person, see their face, and you can see my face really closely. I have to be like really intimate right now, or else I don't think you'd be able to hear me. So we're gonna be nice and cozy with the shot right here, but once you can see your face, it really increases that connection and that lasting friendship, because then you'll never really look at them the same from then on out. So that's what this is all about. So this is really cool, and there's a lot of faces here. I don't even know how many people there are right here. There's got to be like 70 or 80 people in the room right now, probably, which is way more than there was at TwitchCon. So you can already really see the amount of growth in the community and how many people are really flocking to this game. So that's really good to see. Because I hesitate to even try to walk around much, because this place is packed. Now, as you can see, they rented out this really cool, like castle-themed. It's like a castle-themed event room at an Irish pub, which really fits the mood. Because, well, as you probably might have seen on Twitter, that VR is revealing Black Rose Keep this weekend at PAX. That is the new zone that they've been working on, and it kind of feels like we're in some sort of keep right now. So that's definitely a good choice of venue for them. It's crazy. Like when we were at TwitchCon, we were like shoved in the back room of a bar. It was so congested. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was so much fun, but we're all cramped, and there was like maybe 30 or 40 people. There's at least twice as many people here tonight. But so it's really cool to see how many more people are getting on board. I mean, PAX is just massive. So the game has been getting a lot of exposure here, which is good. I was talking to Chris Perkins and Zippy Z a little bit ago, and they said that the reception at the booth, like the crowd's perception of the game, has been really, really positive. Everybody that's come by has seemed interested. They've been really positive about it. They've been talking about how many, all their memories from EverQuest and all that sorts of good stuff. I have to keep drinking water because I was going to lose my voice having to yell in this place. Hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm screaming at you. Yeah, Christo says Origin PC was all over the booth today. Really cool to see. I heard the same thing as well. So I actually wasn't able to be at the convention today. I had to work. It sucked, but I raced down today to make sure that I made it to the meet and greet. I'm going to be at the convention tomorrow, probably Saturday, and also Sunday. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've never actually been to a PAX before. I've been to other conventions, but not PAX. It's huge, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be playing Pantheon itself tomorrow at about 5 p.m. I think. I'm going to sit down with either Brad or Joppa and run through Black Rose Keep for a little bit, which I'm really excited about. The booth looked awesome from the VR post. Yeah, I agree. It looks like they have a much bigger booth this time. They definitely put much more time and effort into the decorations that were around the booth. So it looked really awesome. Like I said, the amount of positive exposure that the game is getting right now is really encouraging. It's always kind of a risk putting your product out there, especially something that's trying to revitalize the genre so much. So I'm really excited that the fact that the devs report that the booth was super busy today. Everybody seemed really excited and interesting about it. Stratos says, ask about the Palibaz. So I'm going to be doing a interview with Chris Joppa Perkins probably tomorrow. I was talking to him a little bit earlier, but obviously this venue is not really the best place to record an interview, so tomorrow we're going to try to find a nice quiet room with plenty of time where we can just sit down and dig into things. It's probably not going to be a really in-depth analysis of the classes, but it's going to be a good, nice, brief overview, introduction to all the classes, because there's some classes that we just don't know anything about. So I'm really excited about that. As soon as that's done recording, I'm going to try to get it edited, turned around, and released to you guys as soon as possible. Rather says, ask him about the Ranger class and when we can see it. We're going to be covering all the classes. We're going to try to touch at least a little bit on all the classes. So, the Dire Lord and the Ranger and other classes like that we don't really know anything about, we're going to be getting a good kind of primer on what their style and role is kind of going to be like. So, excuse me, I have to keep drinking. My mouth is so dry right now. So, I'm going to try to touch a little bit, try to learn something new about each one of those classes, and I'm really excited about that. Farrell says, what about races? I don't have anything planned on races right now. I know that after PAX, my interview will kind of be a good introduction to all of the classes, but then after we get home from PAX, that's probably when they'll be releasing more information on their own, good, proper class descriptions like we've seen for the other classes. They'll dig into more. So we're starting to enter a phase for sure where we're going to start seeing more information regularly. Sacred says, is Convo on the table yet? It doesn't look like it. Actually, Convo was the first dev I saw, and I caught him in the bathroom, which was hilarious. Everybody's just having such a good time. I should try to track down some devs or somebody that can say hi. I've already met some other people, like Martini. You probably watched her on Twitch or at least heard of her. She's here tonight, so I talked to her for a little bit, which was awesome. And let's see what else. Oh, I will hint on this because I was talking to Chris earlier, Chris Perkins, and when we were kind of doing, we were kind of running over what we were going to talk about in the interview, and as a teaser, I'll just go ahead and say that he feels confident that bards are a top priority for release. I'll just say that. That's all. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to drop that there. I know there's a lot of people that are really excited about bards, and he says that they're looking good. That's all I'm going to say. That might even be too much, but it's already out there. It's on the internet. It's too late. Again, for the sake of clarity, I'm not saying that bards are going to be at release. I'm saying that he told me confidently that they are trying very hard for bards to make it to release. So if that doesn't get you excited for our class interview, I don't know what will. Will the interviews be on Twitch or YouTube? That's a good question. So the interview, I only have one interview planned. It's going to be with, again, with Chris Joppa Perkins. He's the creative director for Pantheon. The interview will be on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/BazgrimTV. This is the only live stream that I have planned for PAX because realistically, there's like 80,000 gamers in the area all using up bandwidth, and it makes streaming a little bit difficult, you know, so the connection's not stable, it just wouldn't be enjoyable to watch. So that's why I have a good connection here. So I wanted to kind of bring you guys into PAX a little bit. Just for, again, like, we'll probably only go till 9:30 Eastern, like another 15 minutes or so. But I just wanted to bring you guys in for a little bit to give you a little taste of what's going on here. Because everybody's having a good time. So my girlfriend is going to kill me when I tell her I bought into the PAX pre-alpha. You don't need to tell her. You don't need to tell her. Krista says, need confirmation about Dire Lord speculation. I can confirm that we will be mentioning Dire Lords in the interview. I'll be asking about them. That'll be part of the interview. I don't know. Again, it's probably not going to be really in depth, but we'll get a little bit of an idea as to what their play style is, how it feels like to play one. So that's all I can say for now. Frogzor says Summoner. Yes, yeah, Summoner too. I'm telling you, we're gonna hit at least a little bit on each one of the 12 classes. So if whatever your favorite class is, man, I'll be at least asking about it. Just a peek, Bazgrim. Come on, man, get your hooks in. What do you want to peek of? I feel like I should walk around a little bit. It's gonna be easier said than done. How are you guys enjoying that? Rather says, are you gonna vlog PAXes? Yes, that's actually a good question. Kind of similar to how I did for TwitchCon, I'm going to be vlogging every day that I'm here. I've actually already started the vlogs for today, and I'll be doing it today, tomorrow, any day that I'm at PAX, I'll be vlogging, and I'll try to get those vlogs up on YouTube, again, which is youtube.com/BazgrimTV. Try to get them up as soon as possible, so that even though it's not live, again, you guys can get a little bit of taste of the journey that, you know, it took to get here. Even though I only live like an hour away. Just to give you guys a little bit of idea of what's going on so that you're not totally left in the dark. Dragonaut says we need to know when alpha hits. I have no idea, and to be honest, I doubt that VR is even going to say anything about that. All we know is that there's going to be a third pre-alpha phase when we get back from PAX. And usually that's all the heads up that they'll say, you know, because that phase will last as long as it needs to. Whether alpha will be after that, I have no idea. So he's kind of been following up. Foxer says, thanks so much for doing this, Baz. It really is my pleasure. I have a blast doing this. I love vlogging, doing streams like this. Even though this is my first stream, I'm already enjoying it. Definitely looking forward to doing more in the future. At home when I have my full setup and there's less background noise. Any info on how the testing is going? I've heard that it's been going really well. You know, they've been making a lot of progress. You know, it's definitely a more classically styled, you know, testing process. It might seem slow sometimes because, like I said, they're going to take as long as they need to. But in that, you can rest assured that they're really taking the time to make sure that it gets done well. You know what I mean? It's going to be worth the wait. Hey, I see the Pantheon VOT guys in chat there. Hey guys, how's it going? We have 107 people in chat right now, which is pretty awesome. Considering I don't think many people could say that they had 108 people tuning into their first ever Twitch stream. So that's pretty awesome. You guys are awesome. This right here, this is a perfect example of why the Pantheon community is like the best community that I've ever been a part of. Lady Verdon says, how about a peek around the room, Baz? Yeah, we can definitely do this. There's so many people, I'm kind of like stuck in a corner here, but I can at least, I'll stand up again and show you guys around the room. If you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I'm going to even stand up on the couch here. We'll get a nice pan. Hey, how's it going? So as you can see, there's quite a few people here. I don't even know how. I still don't know how many people there are. I'm not very good at judging how many people are in a room just by looking at them. But there's a lot of people here. It's packed. And like I said, there's an axe and like a shield on the wall over there, which is like it fits the mood perfectly. This is like exactly. It's even more than what I was hoping it would be. Great looking room, yeah. This is awesome. This is perfect. If only it were a little bit bigger, but the theme is like on point. They should do this sort of thing more often. Dragonaut says nearly 62. Is that true? Are you here? Are you like watching my stream from like the other side of the room? Because that would be awesome. But I believe 62 actually is probably that's probably a pretty good guess. I know Ben Dean, the director of communications, told me that like 125 people RSVP'd to this event, which is awesome. Now, of course, some people might not show up, and some people might come and go, so they're not all going to be here at the same time. But that's still, it is a really good turnout. I honestly wasn't expecting this early in the game's development. I wasn't really expecting there to be so many people all, wanting to meet up in one place. So I'm really looking forward to, a few years from now when we have big, kind of like how EQ did their fanfare thing, seeing bigger events like that. I'm really excited to go to that sort of thing because there's already, even in just 6 months, there's already been a ton of growth in the community. So I'm really looking forward to that. How much does, Twitch Reeler says, how much does Pantheon remind you of EQ? That's a really good question. It's, the best way I can describe it is what VR says often, that the goal is to feel familiar yet still different, and that's how I would describe it as well. There's enough that's similar that you feel right at home, but there's still a lot of new stuff that you have to learn. That's the best way I can put it. Try to walk around a little bit. Let me see if I can see anybody that I know. You must be Masic.
I am Masic.
Nice to meet you.
Bazgrim?
Yes. Welcome to Twitch.
Hey guys. I won't ray on it, but yes.
How's it going, man?
Very good. I am loving the con, loving this meet and greet, and loving what I've seen with the booth for Pantheon.
Right, so you were at the booth earlier today, weren't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh nice. So did you get to play?
Yes, I did.
Nice. So what did you think of it?
I really enjoyed it. I love the feel of it. Wizards are not using my class, but I think they spiced it up a lot. That made it even fun for me. And then I, in turn, spiced things up for everyone involved and ruined their day. It was great.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I'll talk to you more later, but I'm gonna peruse around a little bit. Good people, yeah. Some of you recognize messages. Hey, it's Convo.
Oh no.
Hey, everybody. How's it going, man?
Good, man. It's going great.
Good.
Yeah.
So,
having a good time.
good, excellent. It must be really encouraging for you to see so many people all in one place because of Pantheon.
Oh man, it's been awesome. Today, in general, has been amazing. Just the amount of people that not only came out for our game community-wise, but just people walking by our booth, seeing our game, and just going, stopping, going. The reaction was weird because they'd look at our game and they'd go, "Is that an old school game?"
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, "Wow, it looks amazing," and then we start talking about it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's been incredible.
Awesome.
It's incredible.
Good to hear. All right, I'm just gonna keep hopping around.
All right. Can I just say hi to the Faithful Fight Club, all the community members? Love you guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. They deserve a shout out. Yeah. We keep perusing around. That's the back of Ronik's head. That's the back of Chris Perkins' head. I'm only gonna show you the back of devs' heads from now on. That's all you're gonna see. You can see the room from this angle. Lots of people hanging out. I wish all you guys could be here. This is that.
But not in the beginning, because in the beginning, where it's healed, where it's like
Check that out. That sick?
but they can do it. Like, if you were healing,
Is that real?
you're gonna die because you pull that.
It is packed, man. Oh, hey, look, there's Brad. Hey, I need to say hi to you again. I gotta introduce you to Twitch because look at this guy's suit. This guy's suit is sick, man. Awesome. I'm gonna cut. Excuse me. I'm gonna cut right through here. Hey guys, how's it going? How are you feeling? Whoa.
It's so funny that
All right, I should probably settle back down in my corner. They've banished me to the corner. How's it going?
good, and you?
Good. How's it going?
Not bad.
Welcome to Twitch.
Am I on stream?
There you are.
Good morning, everybody. How's it going today?
Nice. So, Are you? Did you just find out about Pantheon recently, or?
Yeah, I was actually dragged along by these two good friends behind us in the background.
Oh, okay. So they dragged you in. Well, what did you check out the booth today?
I'm going to.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, we're glad you're here.
Yeah. Anyways, have a good day.
Yeah, you too, man.
Hopefully see you at PAX.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be there tomorrow, so I'll catch you.
Same.
Awesome. So I'll probably see you at the booth tomorrow then.
All right.
Awesome. Yeah, you too. Stratus says give the shield to Ronik. He can really need one. That is awesome. I'm going to tell him that later. Bro wouldn't know what to do with the shield. I'll show him. I'll show him how. So yeah, you guys, I got a little brief preview of Aradune over there. He was talking to somebody, so I wasn't going to interrupt him, but I'm sure you'll see more of him in my vlogs from the weekend coming up here. So actually, I'm gonna go. Ben Dean's looking at me. We're gonna go raid Ben Dean. I saw you looking at me.
Well, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to host you on my mobile phone.
Oh.
And it's been cutting in and out. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if anybody watching the Visionary Realms Twitch channel.
Maybe.
Been able to. If we've broken up, I apologize.
That's no problem. Well, I appreciate it.
Sorry, enjoying the party.
I'm loving it so far.
People are watching.
Listen, we got 110 people right now. That's pretty good. Especially if you aren't even hosting it right now.
Way to rub salt into the wound. I'm sorry. Extra guilt there.
But yeah, no, it's been good. How's the from your perspective? How's the convention been so far?
It's been surprisingly flawless, actually.
Really?
Well, I don't mean that in a bad way, but typically the first day of setup is usually pretty brutal, and usually we're quite exhausted after that. But this setup went so smoothly.
Really?
We had everything was done like 3 or 4 hours before we had actually planned on it being done.
Wow.
And then on top of it, we thought, okay, well, tomorrow's going to be rough then because we had such a smooth day on the setup. But today was just phenomenal.
Awesome.
The doors opened up and all of you guys started coming in. All of the fans came in. And then hey guys, Pantheon is growing. Like, the word of mouth is growing. You guys have been doing awesome for it.
Yeah.
Because we had so many new people coming up to the booth telling us that they've never heard about the game before, or that they've watched it through somebody else's stream, and that we're really excited about it.
Yeah.
So word of mouth is growing. It's getting around.
That's really good to hear. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. That's what these conventions are all about. Like, and that exposure and that interaction. Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna go back.
All right, do it.
Go back to my corner. So that was Ben Dean. He's the director of communications. You probably might have seen him in some of the streams. He usually plays a tank called Mikhail. So that was him in the flesh, saying hi. Everybody's so good here. All the devs are so welcoming, so helpful to me. So it's awesome. Lady Verdon says I'm gonna have to binge EQ after this. Go for it. EQ's a good game. I would say, like, you know, you were asking earlier. Somebody was asking earlier about how similar EQ is to Pantheon. I'd say that if you play EQ, that's probably good practice for Pantheon. You know. Especially if you can get in a group, because so the group dynamics are going to probably be pretty similar. So, Minam says playing EQ while I watch this, that's even better. True says Pantheon is a copy of EQ. I wouldn't say that. I don't think that's very accurate. It's partially inspired by EQ, but I don't consider it to be a copy at all. It's tough even you know, when you make that comparison, a lot of people will think that, you know, they'll just jump to the conclusion that it's exactly the same, but it really isn't. EQ is the granddaddy of Pantheon. I'd say that's a little bit more accurate. But anyway, it's about 9:30 right now. This half hour flew by. But I should probably wrap things up right now. But I'm so glad that you all could tune in to this very special occasion, be a part of the festivities here. I really hope you enjoyed it. Before I go though, I just want a reminder as an FYI that this Twitch channel is going to be 100% dedicated to Pantheon, and we'll be streaming regularly when the streaming program begins, which will be before the end of this year. So while you're here, if you're interested in that, go ahead and hit that follow button above so that you can be notified when the stream goes live. And also I have my social media information in the description below so that you can follow me there if you want to stay in the loop with that as well. Because I'm thinking that that's going to start up within the next few months, hopefully. Also, like I said, keep an eye on my YouTube because there's going to be lots more vlogs from PAX coming over the next few days, maybe even to next week. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button there and turn on notifications if you haven't already so that you'll be notified when those are posted. So I'm really looking forward to getting those out to you. I guess also just one more order of business before I go. On my Patreon page, I have a pledge tier that makes it so that your name can be featured in the credits at the end of every live stream. But obviously, because I'm streaming from my phone right now, I can't really roll the credits. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Kellum because he recently pledged at that tier. So I just wanted to verbally say thank you so much for your support because you're a perfect example of what makes this community so awesome. So I just wanted to say that here because there won't be any credits. But other than that, I think I'm probably going to close it up here. Going to go probably get some drinks, hang out with some other people. Talk to them, so we got a long night ahead of us. But anyway, I'm so glad you guys could tune in today. I will see you on YouTube. I will see you back here on Twitch when the streaming program begins. But until then, my name is Bazgrim, and thanks for watching.